Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Evan Better Presents. And you'll notice here I've cleared out a few things. And there's a few things that weren't here before. So remember what I was talking about before, where I need to come up with a backup source of lava in the event that that machine over there breaks again? So I created this. It's kind of just a temporary fix. And, you know, it's kind of self-defeating, truth be told, because it won't provide enough power at all to run itself, oddly enough. But it would be enough to just get things started. So what we've got here is a backup lava supply. Alright, there's 112 buckets of lava in this tank here, okay? Skinny man, stay out of here. There's nothing for you to pick. So there's 112 buckets of lava in that tube there, in that tank, okay? We have a bunch of igneous extruders, 3 of them, which is, truth be told, that's 2 more than I even need. There we are, that's better. I don't even need 1. But, there we are. So I got 2 igneous extruders feeding into 2 magma crucibles. Okay, now the way magma crucibles work is they take RF and they melt things with it. So there's another hardened energy cell with 2 million RF in it. And I have 2 magma crucibles. Over on this side, I have the fuel, or the lava tank, okay? So in the event that, say, I run out of lava in the nether again and I don't want everything to shut down right away, boom, or I want to ease the system back on, perhaps, or I need a little boost of lava power, this device here will be able to give me at least temporary amounts of lava. Now these things don't really produce that much. It's got 10 buckets in it right now, and it makes a bucket every 5 seconds or something like that. But the whole point is this. These 2 things will make cobblestone, as you can see here. Cobblestone feeds into these inputs. This melts it down into lava. Lava pumps over into our holding tank. Our holding tank goes under the ground. You can't quite see where it is. And it comes up to over here to these 4 magmatic engines, which are the most simple engines in this room. So I figured they were the ones who deserve the power, if nobody else. Now, these steam engines and this energy converter do not quite cover what I need in here. I really actually need a few more steam engines. So I left space for another couple of steam engines right here. Another 8, I'm thinking. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exactly the same setup we have there. So I'll put another 4 steam engines right there. And over here I'm going to have my 8 geothermal generators, or 10 geothermal generators. Now, being as there's 864 buckets of lava in here, it's plenty of lava to keep the steam generator going for quite a while. And all that really happens is once this... How did it go? Because I was here and I was like, oh shit, there's still a whole stack of steam here. So it ran out of lava, stopped producing steam. These things didn't get enough steam, and they shut off. But there was still enough steam in this tube here. I don't understand how that happened exactly, but when we ran out of lava, these things just kind of shut themselves off, because there wasn't enough steam anymore, I guess. But anyway, so the whole point of this rudimentary system here is just to give myself an extra bit of lava with 2 million RF to melt down lava, which will then give my magma crucibles just enough lava, coming up here, to be able to run. Alright? And then I can just turn these suckers back on with that switch there when I have the ender tank full of lava again, as you can see. Now, leadstone energy pipes only transmit like a little bit of power. We've got to upgrade this. All this leadstone has to be upgraded because we're going to have to bring all that energy into the manufacturing plant. But I just wanted to make sure I have this backup system, and it's kind of something, another machine I get to build, build something fun like that. I love doing that, you know that. But yeah, so there's something else I built, so that's fun. Yay! Where's the machine? There it is. I'll put one of them over in there for obsidian production. But the next thing I got to do is I got to build a whole bunch of geothermal generators. And I think an iron holding tank for the power for the geothermal generators wouldn't be a bad idea either. Well, truth be told, wait a second. Does anything necessarily run on the geothermal generators? No, not really. But I want to move the power that is being generated up there for the quarry into the power plant. So I want to move those two geothermal generators down, and I want to get my kinesis pipes and start running them all the way over to the quarry. Because this steam conversion is kind of a waste. So let's just ditch this shit. We don't need any of this stuff at the moment. Ugh, I keep leaving this bat box back. Igneous extruder's got to go to the other place. Let's put all these back. We need to make more glass. We need, like... Does the igneous extruder... Does it make... It's only stone items, right? It's not sand. But that's okay, because if I put it through a pulverizer, it turns it into sand. There's our solution to glass. I can make an automated machine that makes glass now. Okay, cool. Before I leave, I always forget to bring this bat box back. There we go. Charge up the bat box. So yeah, that is almost done. Like I said, I want to make at least another couple of engines. At least two more steam engines. I think I have enough steam being produced in this machine here that I can do that. I have to do the math on this because these guys use X amount for producing X, or Y I should say. So as long as I have enough steam in this machine here, which I think I do because I'm only losing that much, I can really bring it down to about there. Temperature's almost back up to full since we lost heat. But you can see what a big... Well, let's just do the figure in here. One of those tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think each one holds 20 buckets. Right? 112. Yeah, so it does. So each one holds like 20 buckets worth of fuel or lava. So then if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. So if there's 112 inside of this thing, simple math, come on, Jesus, divided by 7, so it'd be 16 buckets each. So there's 16,000 millibuckets inside of this thing, 16 buckets each, right? And this thing has 864. And this takes up a space of 9. So 16 times 6 would be 96, so 96,000. So if there's only 6 of these stacks, it would be 96,000 in one of these things. And we times that by, what's this got a footprint of 9 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so times that by 9. And it is truthfully the exact same quantity that's inside of this big tank. So what's the advantage of these big tanks? They're really high in iron intensive. They're monsters. I guess maybe it's just because it looks cool. That must be it. They just look really cool. There's no advantage over using this tank or this tank. They hold the exact same amount. I gotta say, this does look a lot cooler than if I had 9 of these things. Anyway, we've wasted enough time talking about that trivial nonsense. Let's move on to the factory. Alright. So I've just got all my machines from in there. I lost the pulverizer when I used my wrench on it. It gave me a machine block back. Since the wrench is not 100% lossless, that can happen. It's kind of bullshit. I think that's probably why Industrial Craft is kind of losing its steam. Excuse me. There's a lot of things about Industrial Craft that just aren't as cool as Buildcraft. Now, being able to upgrade your machines with overclockers and shit, that is definitely cool. But you need a seriously established power system to be able to do that kind of stuff. We're not there yet. What did I come in here for? Kinesis pipes. Right. I have 3. Can they only hold 256 megajoules? Huh. I'm going to need more than that. Now, how do I make those pipes again? I can't remember. Glass. The one thing I don't fucking have any of. Or do I? Okay, I do have some. Okay, that might be enough. $41. That only gives us 41. $64 and $41. Okay. We might have enough here. We're going to have to fix that. Which way's the quarry? Huh. Here's our answer. Now, I'm pretty sure energy does not this is a lossless system. I'm pretty damn sure this is a lossless system. Let's just dig up here. And then we'll just piggyback this power right on top of our... Oh dear. Now I've done it. It's a good thing I didn't suffocate myself somehow there. Axe. The hell have I done with my axe? Right, we went to the nether. I left it behind. Okay. Alright, so now the quarry is running off of our steam engines. The majority of the power is going to there. Okay, good. We'll just disconnect this for now. I'd prefer the power actually be being used. It hasn't been really used. These things can do the maintaining of all that crap pretty easily. The quarry needs this power. Okay, so now we have our thermal expansion power down here, and we have our buildcraft power down here. Now, I actually do believe the quarry could run off of thermal expansion power. I do think it's possible for it to do that, but who cares? This works just as fine. And that looks so cool. I mean, there's a blue laser beam now in our utility tunnel. All right, so that's all done. We need an access tunnel in the, what's the main center of this room? What is it? 183. Okay, so we need an access tunnel from our production facility. Let's go find 183. So here's 183. I say we dig it right here. It's down to level 50. Perfect. I didn't bring ladders, did I? Why do I always do that to myself? I mean, look at this room. This is so cool looking now. I love it. Truth be told, it doesn't really hurt to have it in here. I don't think, at least. Let's just break that for a half second. Is it actually sending power? Oh my. You know what it's doing? It's consuming... Get out of here. It's actually consuming the power in the line right now. Are we up to 1500? Yeah, we are. Bam. Pop it. Look at that big fat surge of power. Yeah, so we'll leave this disconnected. This thing, it's not so nice. We'll leave one of these pipes behind here. We need that, and we need to make a lot more ladders. So let's get on that. Oops, that did not work the way I wanted it to. No, that's a fence. Okay. There we are. Can we get in and out, though? That's the thing. These trapdoors sometimes get buggy. Yeah, it's a little buggy. Let's try it this way. That's better. Okay. Alright, so let's go dismantle the geothermal plant that's currently up running the quarry, because we don't need it there anymore. It's got to be getting a lot of power right now. Holy shit, yeah. Fucking thing's almost maxed out. It's getting 12,000 megajoules somehow. Or it has stored up 12,000 megajoules. Oh yeah, look at it fucking fly now. Maybe we'll just leave the power going to it like this from the two dual sources for just a little bit. Let it enjoy the extra power. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let it do that for now. Look at it tearing along. It's tearing ass. And I figure what we'll do is we'll just bring it forward one more grid. We'll just keep going forward. Further and further away from the base. Eventually I'm going to need a chunk loader for that. It's getting pretty far, I think. But look at that fucker go. Jesus. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that for now. That's a serious amount of power that's pumping through there. It's never had that much power. Alright. So you get spared for right now, you lava-hungry beast. Next episode, I'm going to get the... I'm going to start getting some basic machines set up. Before I do that, though, I'm going to need to replace all of this lead hardened energy conduit with... lead conduit with hardened energy conduit. So we're never going to be able to have enough power in there if we don't do that. The lead just doesn't carry enough RF. And eventually I'll replace all that shit with the ender stuff, with the actual redstone energy conduit, but that's a far way off for now. But I just want to see... Okay, that's turned off there. I'm going to turn off the steam engines. Damn it, I always do that. Now, these guys should be the only source of power in our system now. I guess the only thing drawing would be... There would only be two things drawing. The pump, pumping water, and this machine here that's rotating the buckets in and out. So it uses 40 RF, not even a tick. 40 RF every time it transposes. If I use those yellow item pipes, what are they called? Duct. These ones here, impulse item duct. If I use those, it's like a gold pipe. So these things will be moving around a lot faster. But that's not important for right now. This is good. This is good the way it's doing it. All right. So what I wanted to see was those magmatic engines would run only on this lava here when I cut it off from that source there. But these things the great thing about these things is they don't use that much. So we're going to just see just how long it takes for them to drain that lava tank over there. Or even put a dent in that lava tank. I haven't even drank a drop yet. Still 4,000 buckets of lava. Or 4,000 millibuckets. 4,000 millibuckets. 4,000 millibuckets. As you can see, I have it turned off right here. Anyway, I'm going to go do that experiment. You guys don't need to sit here and watch paint dry. So I'll be doing that. And when you come back, there'll be some geothermal generators in here. At least a couple of more. And hopefully I'll have produced enough of the hardened energy conduit to replace this line. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Hope you've been enjoying this. I hope you like my fancy little inventions. And, make sure you like it if you like it. So I'll see you then. Thanks a lot.